Mr. Duck, before I deliver my verdict, do you have any closing statements for this court?
If you keep opening new credit cards to pay off your old credit cards, are you really ever in credit card debt? Also, you won't have to worry about credit card debt if you use someone else's credit card.
The information contained within this video is not intended or to be taken as financial advice. Keep in mind this video was not written or recorded by a financial advisor. It was done by a duck.
Kicking off the list, the Chase Freedom Flex is the mark of stability when it comes to credit cards. It's not too crazy, yet it still provides more value than we deserve. To start, the Chase Freedom Flex will cost a grand total of nothing to own. In fact, right now, Chase is offering to pay you $200 to own their plastic square. To get the $200 sign-on bonus, all you have to do is spend $500 in the first 3 months of opening the card. Great. So you have a new credit card and $200 to start paying off your previous credit card debt. But we both know what you really deserve is that new PlayStation, even though the old one looks perfectly fine. Besides, it's not like your debt is going anywhere. Maybe try giving up. Now you've been paying off your card responsibly every month, even though you're not 100% sure you're doing it correctly. So what do you get in return? First, 5% cashback on travel purchased through Chase Ultimate Rewards, 3% cashback on dining at restaurants. That's 3% more of an excuse to eat out at that fancy restaurant you know you can't afford. 3% cashback on drugstore purchases, and 5% cashback on revolving categories. These categories change every quarter. Basically, you get to play a game of whether the coming quarter is going to include something you buy on a regular basis. And what better way to manage your finances than to play roulette to determine whether you'll be able to afford groceries next month? Finally, Chase is going to throw in a 1% cashback for all other purchases, so no matter what you buy, Chase will give you something. Speaking of giving you something, how about a credit card that gives you nothing? Hear me out, it only costs $245 a year. You know, for nothing. Actually, that's not true, they do give you something. Hidden fees. Like a lot of hidden fees. Introducing the Surge MasterCard, the card no one asked for. Starting with the welcome bonus, which of course there isn't one. Rather, you get the option to change the color of the card for $9.95. There's also a $10 monthly maintenance fee, but to their credit, they do not charge that fee for the first year when you open the card. So you know, it could be worse. And it is, because they charge a flat 29.99% interest rate from the moment you open the card. Let's take a look at their terms and conditions. If you opt to call a live service representative by phone to make a payment that is credited to your account the same day, or if the payment is received on a day we do not receive payments or after 5 p.m. Eastern Time, then credit to your account on the next business day we receive payments, we may impose an expedited service fee. Now you might be wondering, how much is the expedited service fee? I can't tell you. Not that I couldn't find the answer. No, I read the terms and conditions twice. They don't say how much the expedited service fee is anywhere in the terms. The Surge MasterCard, bringing a new meaning to hidden fees. The Venture X from Capital One is the definition of crazy, and I mean that in the best way possible. There are next to no downsides to this card, so let's just get the 2 downsides out the way now. It's not a beginner-friendly card. You will need to build up a nice credit history to get your hands on this card. If you're currently wondering if your credit history is good enough, it's probably not. It's not cheap. At nearly $400 a year, it's not for the faint of heart. With that out the way, meet the Venture X. The Venture X is currently offering a 75,000 mile signing bonus if you spend $4,000 in the first 3 months of opening the card. You might be thinking, $4,000 is a lot of money to put on a credit card in just 3 months. And that's true. So instead, try thinking about it as an excuse to spend $4,000 on things you don't need, like health insurance. Once you're all signed up for this card, get ready to start earning a crazy number of points on purchases. Rich people work in terms of miles, not money. So just pretend like it makes sense to you. This card will give you a $300 travel credit and a $100 annual travel credit every single year. You might have noticed the card is already giving a combined $400 in travel credits each year, and the annual fee is only $395. Does that mean Capital One is essentially giving you $5 a year to take their card? Or a different number if you're bad at math? Yeah, pretty much. The Venture X is also going to hand you a $100 TSA pre-check credit every year, because you shouldn't stand in line with a card that handsome, and you have a private lounge to get to. Did I mention this card includes a private airport lounge from Capital One? Because why would you want to arrive to the airport on time when you could arrive 3 hours early and be bored in a room everyone else paid way too much for? There are several more benefits we haven't spoken about, but I think those are the best ones. As we descend into the depths of hell, you will conveniently find the Premier Bank Card MasterCard, which might be the worst name ever. If you have never heard of this card, and I sure hope you haven't, the Premier Bank Card MasterCard is the Indian call center of credit cards. According to their website, the Premier Bank Card MasterCard is, quote, the best for credit builders, yet this card has the highest annual percentage rate of any card I've ever seen. And I'm going to go out on a limb here and say the Premier Bank Card MasterCard's 36% interest rate is the highest annual percent rate of any card I will ever see. For anyone wondering why I'm so confident that I'll never see a higher APR, that is because there are laws preventing credit cards from having a higher APR. I'm not suggesting the Premier Bank Card MasterCard would charge a higher rate if they were allowed to. All I'm saying is it is a very convenient number. I would like to say it gets better from here, but it really doesn't. I think it goes without saying that there are no benefits that this card offers. When it comes to the annual fee, yes, it's very high. And yes, it's very confusing. If we look at this chart, we can see exactly how the annual fee is determined. By the credit limit? Yeah, sure. Why not? We can see it's broken up between the program fee, the annual fee, and the monthly fee. What is a program fee, you might ask? Well, according to them, the program fee is in place to offset the risk of bringing on a new customer. If we do some math here, we can see the most expensive situation would be a $700 credit limit in your first year of owning the card, where you must pay $230. That means for a $700 credit limit, you owe the credit card company $230. I'm starting to feel like I should be charging them a programming fee. If you love the rewards of the Venture X, but the price tag was a little too steep, you could convince a friend to get it, then steal it from them. But the Chase Sapphire Preferred is also a great option. For only $95 a year, you can save $300 by skipping the Venture X while still receiving rewards that would put the Freedom Flex to shame. Speaking of rewards, let's start with the generous sign-up bonus. Right now, Chase is offering 60,000 points if you spend $4,000 in the first 3 months of opening the card. Right out the gate, the Chase Sapphire Preferred will give you 5x points on travel booked through the Chase portal, 5x points on rides booked through Lyft, but you'll probably still use Uber, 3x points on online grocery shopping, now you never need to leave the house, 3x points on dining, 3x points on select streaming services, so you won't feel as bad for forgetting to cancel HBO Max for 9 months. 2x points on travel booked outside of the Chase portal, and 1x points on all other purchases. Additionally, each account anniversary, you'll receive bonus points equal to 10% of your total purchases made the previous year. Most importantly, the Chase Sapphire Preferred credit card includes a complimentary DoorDash Dash Pass membership. So you can convince yourself that delivery for the 5th time this week is a good investment. The American Express Black Card is widely considered to be the pinnacle of credit card luxury. The MasterCard Black Card is not. I think a better comparison would be to say the MasterCard Black Card is the Dollar Tree of premium credit cards. If the Dollar Tree costed $495 and looked like it was created in Microsoft Paint. Despite their non-existent sign-up bonus, the MasterCard Black Card does actually offer rewards for using the card. However, it's really difficult to focus on those perks when 2 of their main selling points are the fact that the card is metal and weighs more than other popular cards. To be fair, other credit card companies pride themselves for having heavy metal cards, but this is the only credit card I've seen attempting to use it as a main selling point. What really gets me with this card is the cost to add another person to the card. Lots of credit cards have the option to add an authorized user under the same account. It's a great program that allows families to all benefit from only 1 annual fee. Most premium credit cards offer their users this program for completely free, but that would be too ethical for the MasterCard Black Card. No, they charge nearly $200 for each authorized user every year. So let's say hypothetically you had a family of 4 and you wanted to add the other 3 people to your credit card. Now instead of paying $495 a year for average rewards, you are now paying over $1,000 every year for a heavy credit card. See you in the next video where I will teach you how you can become a millionaire by teaching people how to become a millionaire, teaching people how to become a millionaire.